growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling cold 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on a make it buy a trees, no love. I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the camera. Before you get freaky, can't with no random. These sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shining. Like the paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get the bomb. Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I'm squinting. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my get together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding with
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Daniels looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. Forced out to his left. And some space here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Daniels. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pushing his way through. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Washington defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Herbert now. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Chark, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Warren will try the right side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Commanders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Hayden Hurst,
32 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Flushed out right. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Running left, it's Warren.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On the the jet sweep. It's McConkey. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Outright caught by Chosen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Dalton Schultz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have regained the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A handoff for Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here's Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And a
a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there on a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Looking to throw. Daniels, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jaylen Warren, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Daniels looking to throw. Flushed out right. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Warren with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Just keeping the play alive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the air goes Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. on the give. It's Warren. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the run, it's Warren. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Now Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now a run with Warren. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie. as they come up on second down. They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Herbert. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Warren going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Warren. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for L.A., they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to
what you talking about.